Hi, I'm Nana, probably the most hyper little tornado you've ever seen on Noira Diary. I laughed too loud, talked too fast, and tripped at least 3 times a day. My brain was like a fireworks show of weird ideas and dramatic theories, but my parents always sighed.
Maybe Nana just hasn't found her purpose yet.
Duh, like I cared. What I actually cared about was my upcoming Halloween costume. Last year, I went as an eggplant and somehow accidentally blew the main fuse for the whole town. They banned me from the event this year, but whatever. I tore through the old storage shed, fake cobwebs, a glowing skeleton, creepy masks. Ouch! Something sharp at the bottom of the chest nicked my finger. It was an old dusty photo frame, like it had been buried there forever. Kidding. My family didn't own anything that old. Oh, wow, Dad and Mom when they were young. And between them was a little girl, about 10, sitting on a pony. Aww, what a happy family. Except that girl wasn't me. She looked just a bit older than I was now. So why had I never seen her before? Had I time traveled and forgotten I'd been adopted? Or holy guacamole, did my parents have a secret kid? My brain went full turbo, cooking up the wildest theories. That night, I decided to play it cool. After inhaling a plate of spaghetti, I casually threw the question out. Wouldn't it be nice to have siblings? Dad choked so hard a noodle shot out of his nose. Mom dropped her fork on the floor.
What kind of question is that, sweetheart?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking of dressing up as twins for Halloween and...
Just ask your bestie to do that with you. Not a big deal.
Sus. Totally sus. I didn't mention the photo. I was pretty sure they'd hide it if they knew. Whatever they were keeping from me, I was going to find out. I carried the photo around town asking people about the girl, but no luck.
Looks familiar. That's you, kid.
Ugh. Then I hit a couple of weirder reactions. Mrs. Crabapple, the cat lady, slammed the door in my face, looking freaked out. Or Mr. Jensen, our retired geography teacher, just muttered,
"Some things are better left alone, kiddo,"
before vanishing behind his curtains. Yeah, like I'd ever drop it. My last hope was my grandparents way out in Texas, a place I'd never even visited. The moment I brought it up, Grandma gasped and Grandpa whispered into the phone.
Come to Texas, sweetheart.
I spent the whole night arguing with my parents. No, absolutely not.
Texas isn't exactly the place for dreamers like you.
So I slipped out the back door at midnight. I was mature enough. I could hop on a train and head straight for the land of sunshine, tumbleweeds, and cowboys. Grandpa met me at the gate with a hug so tight I thought he'd crack a rib. Grandma handed me a glass of lemonade so icy it made my teeth ache. Then I saw them, 2 girls standing on the porch. One smiled softly and wiggled her fingers in a floral dress. Hi, I'm Sunny. The other in cowboy boots looked straight up badass, like she'd just walked out of an old western.
Roxy, welcome.
Neither looked anything like the girl in the photo. Nothing familiar. I think I might have come to the wrong ranch.
Don't you recognize her? One of these 2 is your real sister.
True, I actually had a long-lost sister. But which one?
You've got 3 days to figure it out.
If you can't, you'll go home without an answer.
I stared at all of them. 3 days, 2 candidates, 1 shot to crack the mystery of my maybe cowgirl, maybe princess sibling. Great, 0 clues. Guess I'll have to use telepathy or something. I acted dramatic, but totally accepted the challenge. Texas felt like a whole different planet. Everything was so alive. Even the road signs looked ready to pop out of the ground under the blazing sun. I hadn't even unpacked when Roxy tossed me a pair of cowboy boots.
Ever ridden a horse before, kid?
Do carousel horses count?
10 seconds to get those boots on. We've got a herd to chase.
10 minutes later, I was galloping across the fields like I'd done it all my life. But Roxy was next level. She's clearing fences and landing smooth like a pro. Where'd you learn to ride like that?
Got trained by the best in the region.
Who's that? She winked at me and my chest just fizzed with excitement. She felt so much like me, I could tell. We spent the whole day roping hay bales, racing across streams, and at sunset we let the horses wander free across the wide open fields. We popped open 2 cold sodas. The fizz sprayed everywhere, soaking us both.
2 sisters.
All my life I'd wondered what it'd be like to have someone just like me. A partner in crime who got into trouble and got scolded by our parents with me. And now I really had one. 2 sisters. I couldn't help it. I hugged Roxy tight like I just found the missing piece of myself. By the time we led the horses back under the moonlight, the smell of something delicious drifted across the ranch. Sunny stood by the long wooden table under the oak tree, flipping juicy steaks over the grill. Good day out there?
Nana's a natural. Girl doesn't even know the meaning of tired.
Sunny's eyes landed on the tiny scratches on my arm. She knelt down like a pro field medic and quietly pressed a Band-Aid on them. Thanks. Dinner was amazing and the whole table was loaded with good food. Roxy was in her element, retelling how we'd hunted wild hares all afternoon. Even Grandpa chuckled at our antics.
What do you think, Nana?
It's awesome!
Right? Look at us, basically twins.
Totally! Roxy's perfect and so much like me. Everyone clapped. Grandpa whooped. Roxy bowed like a champion. Through all the noise, I caught Sunny quietly making sure everyone had enough to eat, moving with this calm, caring energy. She wasn't like me at all, yet somehow I felt safe around her. The next afternoon, after a long, wild day with Roxy, I came back exhausted and found Sunny in the old stable, humming softly while brushing an old horse. For a second, the sight of her reminded me of Mom, but I shook it off. Roxy was loud, messy, wild just like me. That's what sisters were supposed to be, right? A sudden scream made both of us jump. She came running into the ranch on foot, no horse, totally freaking out. My horse went crazy and threw me off. It's still out there in the field. Sunny bolted for the pasture and I raced after her. Everyone knew a panicked horse could be dangerous. Stay back! Don't run! Don't yell! Both Roxy and I froze like we'd just been given a captain's order. A huge black stallion tore across the field, eyes wide, hooves tearing up the dirt. When it spotted Sunny, it charged straight at her. She yelled something I couldn't catch, but the horse slowed. It all happened in a blink. She flicked her wrist, the rope whipped through the air, caught the horse's neck, and Sunny was already on its back. The horse reared once, then dropped down. She stroked its neck, whispering something, then gently lifted a hoof. Cracked. No wonder it panicked. We all let out a breath of relief. Lucky, huh?
She never fails. Sunny's the one who taught me everything.
I was stunned. I thought she was just the quiet farm girl, but she was a true wild spirit hiding behind that calm smile. That night, I couldn't sleep. Tomorrow, I had to choose, all or nothing. Something nudged me to check on the horse, so I crept down to the stable. Sunny was there, gently tending to its injured hoof. She didn't startle when she saw me, just smiled and kept working. I thought you'd be asleep. I could ask you the same. I sat down on the hay, tilting my head back to the moonlit sky, the night breeze brushing past. I never had a real sister. I always thought sisters were supposed to be alike in everything. Sunny stayed quiet for a moment before speaking. I think it's quieter than that. Something you just feel in your bones. She looked at me. Right then, I knew my answer for the morning. The long table had been cleared. Everyone gathered around as my heart thudded like a drum. I think Sunny's my sister. Roxy grinned like she'd known it all along. Sunny just gave her a calm and gentle smile, the same one that had been there from the start. But before Grandpa could say a word, a car came racing up the driveway. Wait, we'll be the ones to tell her. Mom? Dad?
Sunny's your sister, our firstborn. She's your real blood.
Then why'd you keep her a secret?
Because we were scared. You're so much like her. Wild, curious, always chasing the wind. She used to terrify the neighbors. And when Sunny came here years ago, she wouldn't leave. She chose this place.
We thought if you knew, you'd want to follow her, and you'd leave everything behind.
But why don't I remember her at all? You were 5 when we came here. We played for days. Then one morning, you fell off a horse. It wasn't too bad, but you forgot everything about me. So that was it. I still couldn't remember, but now I knew who my sister was. We wrapped each other in a long, tight hug. I didn't recognize you at first. I thought it was Roxy. Can't blame you. We had a bet going. Roxy's my best friend. Grew up here too. She thought it'd be fun to give you an extra challenge.
So, you were the one who taught her?
Yep, I taught her to ride and train the horses. And yeah, I've fallen off more times than I can count. But I love it. Texas is my heart. So tell me, kiddo, what do you want out of life? We left early the next morning. I waved goodbye to everyone and to Sunny, my brave big sister. Hey, catch! A horseshoe? For good luck, and to remind you, you've got a sister who's always watching out for you. Someday, I'd be back once I figured out what I wanted my own life to be.